The reality is we got to be able to be open and communicate with each other because we don't always understand. And it's just part of maturity in relationships, I think, because otherwise you're trying to have this like fairy tale that may not even be true.
Hello everyone, we are Greg and Jackie Francis, and welcome to High Performance Parenting, where our passionate goal is to encourage you to raise champion children in a crazy world. Every week we will bring you multiple episodes from our extensive experience of raising our six happy, healthy, successful, godly kids who are confidently equipped to win big in life.
We deeply believe that any parent who is provided with the right knowledge and continual support can raise amazing kids. And when they do, all of our futures get better. If raising up future generations of absolute champions matters to you as much as it does to us, here's how you can contribute. Like and share this podcast with everyone you know. And together, let's embrace this journey of raising champion kids in a crazy world.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 10. And Greg and I are super excited today. We have some special guests with us. I'll let them introduce themselves, but we are really excited to have them on with us today, interview them, and chat with them. So why doesn't our first guest introduce herself?
Hi, I'm Abby Laleen Francis, and I am 14 years old.
What's your name mean?
My name means joy of her father.
Who's our next guest that we have today?
Hi, I'm Bella Kathleen Francis, and I am also 14, and my name means wise and beautiful woman.
Who's older?
Abby is.
By how much?
By 1 minute.
1 whole minute. But who's taller?
I am by like 2 inches.
As of now.
Yes.
All right, who's our last guest speaker we have today?
Hi, I'm Chrissy, and I'm 12 years old, and my name means Christ-like.
And you're not the tallest.
No.
No. It's okay.
But you are the champion at Bible Jeopardy. Or trivia.
She's holding it right now until we get to do it again. But we're excited here. We are continuing our discussion today with the 5 love languages. And we thought it would be great for our kids to get on here and chat with you about what their love language is. And, we have a couple questions for them today. We're going to surprise them with a couple questions and let them chat. So, Abby, you want to go first? What is your love language?
My first one is physical touch, and my second one is quality time.
And how do you like getting physical touch and quality time?
Well, one thing that my family and I know me for is hugs are important. So whether I need a hug or something, I tell them that, or I just give them a hug straight when I need it. It's just my way of needing love.
So anytime we walk around a corner, you're there pretty much, right?
Yeah.
With your hands on your hips,
Yes.
saying, Daddy, hugs are important.
Yes.
Yeah, a quick hand gesture where we just get to hold your hand, or hugs, or just a quick snuggle in.
So you've read the book, right?
Yes.
5 Love Languages for Kids.
And then, so what's your second love language?
My second one is quality time.
Oh, and how do you get quality time in this family?
Going on walks with my mom, or walking the dogs, or when we go to the pool, or just dance party time, all that stuff. We get a lot of quality time here.
Yeah.
Some of the best ones is when you get a hug while having quality time.
Yes.
Right?
Or holding our hands together, or spending time together. It's also fun.
It's cool. All right.
Yeah.
And how about our next awesome guest? What is your love language?
My first love language is quality time.
Okay. And what is your second one?
My second one is words of affirmation.
And how do you like to have quality time expressed to you in this family?
I love going and running errands together, or having lunch dates, or doing something fun like going to baseball games. It's all really fun.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's better than if we get to go get your nails done and grab a coffee on the way, right?
For sure.
And how do you, with your second love language, how do you like to have that expressed to you?
Whether it is in a no, or if someone tells me it after I do something amazing, it always fills my love tank.
Awesome. And our third guest, what is your love languages?
My first love language is words of affirmation, and my close second is physical touch. I like getting my first love language, words of affirmation, expressed to me by really heartfelt, nice compliments. And whether I did something big or small, I like being recognized. And for physical touch, I like being just rubbed or hugged, or just knowing that they care about me, not that they see me.
Mm-hmm. When you were a baby and you could hardly even talk, some of your first words were, rub my back, right?
Yeah.
Rub my back is what Chrissy would let us know, huh? And so, Abby, when our family, obviously there's so many of us, right? How are some ways that you like to show your love for them with their love languages?
I tell them how much I love them. I say that they're doing amazing, I give them hugs sometimes, and hang out with them, quality time. Of course, like we either paint, me and my sister sometimes paint together, or we play ping pong. There's just so many ways. Or play a video game together. It's all really fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of us in the family, right?
Yes.
And by the way, you just started holding my hand. So I'm sitting next to you, even though we're starting to get sweaty doing it.
Yeah.
I strategically placed 2 physical touch people next to each other so that they could enjoy
If
this
you could
time
see us,
together.
we're like glued to each other right now.
And it still
Sweating.
isn't enough
She's
at
sweating.
this point.
We don't care. It's whatever. Bella's looking at us like, I don't know why you want to do that.
But she's enjoying this quality time that we're all having together.
That is true.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So
what were you going to ask?
we live in a big family here, obviously, and I just really want to get across to everybody out there that's listening how valuable it is for all of you guys, you kids here, to know each other's love languages. To actually not just have mom and dad fill in your love tank, but with as many people as we have in here and as few of the parents as there are, we're definitely outnumbered. Right?
Understatement.
we gotta have like a team effort, and we gotta build this as a tribe. And so, you guys learned the love languages. I mean, you guys can rattle off each of your siblings' love languages, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know every one of them. And then you also have learned a little bit about how to even notice if somebody, maybe their love tank's getting empty. Like, how would you recognize that?
Chrissy, how would you recognize that?
Well, if they're starting to not be as happy as they normally are, they're starting not to fill other people's as much as they normally do. It just shows that their love tank is empty. So if they don't have enough love in them, they can't show as much love out.
So, like, what would Druce be doing?
He wouldn't be as happy and excited as he normally is, because he is definitely slap on the back, you did great today type boy. But if he didn't get something like that day, then maybe he wouldn't be able to express it as good as he normally does.
Or he's like really pushing to try to get it.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to just attack you from around the corner and start wrestling with you, and you're in the middle of homework or something.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
And Chrissy's one of the ones that can handle that from Drew's when he does it. But some of the other kids are giving him the look like, what are you doing? Sit down. This is not okay right now.
Yeah, and everybody's also saying, we got to get our stuff done because mom's love language is acts of service, and she hates undone tasks. So, Drew, stop interrupting us.
Yeah.
And one of the things I think are neat about you guys is that each and every one of you guys have decided up front that you're going to help fill each other's love languages, even if at times some of yours are not filled. And Bella, what are some of the ways that you express to others the love they need?
For my sister Abby, I enjoy reading in our room together or just doing simple things like that. Even if we're not always talking to each other, we love just being in each other's presence, whether it's reading or for Abby, she enjoys doing art projects and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And how about for Chrissy? How do you express your love to Chrissy?
For Chrissy, one of hers is physical touch, so whether it's giving her a hug or she enjoys quality time? Words of affirmation. So
good thing we're going over it today. We wouldn't want to be giving the wrong thing to the wrong person. So go ahead, Belle.
I got mixed up. That's Abby's.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a cheat sheet laying around.
Exactly.
The list on the fridge.
On the
or
mirror.
something.
When you're brushing your teeth a couple times a day, make sure that you're studying what we all need and want, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So me and Chrissy both have one of our love languages as words of affirmation. So we both fill each other's by giving each other words of affirmation.
Yes. And then how are some of the different ways that you guys show it to Dad and I? Abby?
Some ways, well, Dad's also physical touch, so I give Dad lots and lots of hugs, but one of my mom's is acts of service, so I make sure I have the house cleaned up, make sure everybody starts doing it when they need to. I kind of am leading it all to make sure it gets done, so Mom's love tank is also filled.
Yeah, you're kind of the second organizer.
Yes, I am.
Mom's the queen, but you're kind of the princess when it comes to getting tasks done, for sure, right?
Chrissy, how about you?
Well, it's always good to just say, how many calls did you did, or you did a great job today, Dad, or Mom, is there anything else I can do to help you? Just making sure that they feel loved by the things that you do.
You're right. Chrissy's such a good person at saying, you did really good today. Thanks so much for doing this for us, or thank you for going here for us, or thanks so much for, planning today's, fun day. And definitely before she leaves to go do anything like play or read or do homework, she'll definitely be like, is there anything I can do for you before I leave?
Yeah. Yeah. Just some stories I was just thinking of.
Were you giggling by yourself
I
over
was.
there?
Yeah.
I was.
I'm doing a podcast. You
I
maybe
had
want
an
to join
internal
us.
joke going, and everybody looked at me like they want to hear the story because we do a lot of stories around here, right? But I was thinking about quality time. One time we were out playing. We were in Hawaii, if you remember, and we were going for a walk, and we're throwing like rocks on the beach and stuff. And Chrissy picked up a weird looking rock in Hawaii, and I said, "Chrissy, that's turtle poop," and she threw that thing like a Olympic style discus thrower. Across.
Yeah, I remember I
chucked
chucked it like a frisbee. It was like,
But even quality time. Remember that one time, Belle? We were at the lake and at our lake house, and we were walking around and skipping rocks in the water, and just you and me. And then you picked up what you thought was a rock. What was it?
It was goose poop.
So that time it was actual poop. And Bella, who happens to be very easygoing, that day was not excited or easygoing. She tossed that thing clear across the lake and I think into somebody else's yard.
I was wondering why it was so light compared to other rocks.
Or soft, either one.
But once you did throw it, because you were getting rid of it, because you knew it was goose poop, that thing did skip pretty good. That's pretty gross.
Definitely. Abby, do you have a funny story that you'd like to share with us?
Well, sometimes, I also get physical touch from my dog. So sometimes I run around with the dogs. Molly, as one of our dogs, she jumps on me, and it's just one of my ways that I can get physical touch.
Yes,
Yeah.
Abby is so good at asking for it, but giving it at the same time. And so her dog, she has her own dog that she picked out 5 years ago now. And Greg and I talk about it all the time. This dog was made for Abby.
Yes, Indigo was made for me.
Oh my gosh.
This dog is in need of physical touch 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's never ending. She doesn't give it,
No, she doesn't.
but for Abby, she's taking it.
She's big, and she's got like a fur coat on. You know what I mean? She's so thick of hair, and she will just crowd you, breathing in your face until you pet her. And then you pet her, and you pet her until your like arm almost falls off. And then when you stop, she starts pushing on your hand again
She
to
does.
get more, and you have to like move and leave. But you'll sit there and do it all day.
Yes,
won't
I
you?
will.
Yep, so-
I love it. Even when the twins were first born, we would have car seats right next to each other, and of course, when we would go out, people would be so in awe because they loved seeing that we had twins. And if you kind of pushed open the umbrella area, here would be Abby with the biggest smile on her face, ready for you to say hi, or everyone's in awe of babies all the time. She was always so excited about it. If you pushed up Bella, she'd give you a look like you're in my space. Why are you this close? What is happening? Why do you need to touch me? I don't need any of this right now. And even back then, we could tell that she was not necessarily first for physical touch, huh, Bella?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's valuable to just mention on here how intentional you have to be to educate your kids on these love languages. There's a sense of peace and a sense of confidence that comes from understanding yourself more. Because I know most of us grow up and we probably don't have these kind of conversations, or maybe our parents didn't really know it. And so we don't even know why we're acting kind of ornery. We don't really know why we are feeling kind of off or whatever. But being able to actually explain it is awesome, both to ourselves and to others. And, we're very open. We mentioned this on another one, but you guys all feel very, you feel encouraged that if you guys are ever getting a little empty in your love tank, to actually ask for it, right?
Yep.
So how would you do that?
well, when you ask for it, it's almost like when we do team meetings, we always do recognition. So if you ask, can we have a team meeting? You always know you're going to get recognition. For us, words of affirmation, it's great to know that we'll always receive the love that we desire.
We'll talk about our family team meetings at some point, but one of the main parts of it, probably the most important part, is every week we actually do recognition, where we let each family member edify anyone else in the family who's doing really great things that align with all of our family values. And it's really special because it not only allows people to get noticed when they're doing the right things. Because, in our world, unfortunately, most times the only time you ever get any attention is when you're doing something wrong. We believe in making sure that you get the most attention when you're doing things right. And so, you not only get that, which also then everybody else hears it and it gets reinforced, our family values even more, but it also trains everybody in the family to be watching, to notice when people are doing things right. And so all week long, we're kind of thinking, okay, recognition day is coming, so I better be paying attention. Oh, Bella did that well, or Ellie did that well, or Drews was a champion in that. And you kind of take some mental notes about it, and we're prepared, and we have these amazing team meetings.
Yes, and I know we'll get more into the team meetings, but even in between those team meetings, because for in our family, they might happen only once every 7 to 10 days with every schedule that we have. We plan them and we stick to them. They're as important to us as any meeting is or anything else that we have on our calendar. But every night when we pray together as a family, we take an opportunity for the person that is leading the prayer to stand in the middle, and we tell something we love about them. Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily recognition. It's not the exact same thing. It's a little bit different in our family. So typically our 4-year-old likes to go first. She's very excited to say what she loves about her siblings. But some of the things that she'll even say are so unique and so beautiful. And every night something new. I mean, the way she recognizes it, even at that young age, how important it is to call things out that matter not only to her, but she knows they would want to hear it, is another way that we give, affirmation to people. Sure. And we speak words into them. And sometimes too, we often, talk to our kids about is even if your love language isn't maybe physical touch or quality time or words or something like that, that if we give them to you, sometimes it's our love language that we want to give to you, and it's not something that we make fun of or anything like that. Every love language is unique and beautiful in its own way, but we do, like, just because maybe the first primary love language for Bella isn't physical touch doesn't mean we walk around and don't give hugs all day long, to her, or don't, take a walk with her and hold her hand or anything like that. But what's really cool is somebody like Bella is so sweet that she recognizes that her dad is physical touch. And a lot of times right before he goes somewhere, she'll be like, Dad, can I have a hug? And, he knows in his heart it's for him, not necessarily for Bella, but what a neat connection that she's willing to do that and come out of her comfort zone for us.
For sure. Bella, how do you ask for your love tank to be filled?
Whether it's asking if I can go on a trip with you or if I can run errands with you for my quality time love language, that's how I ask. Mom, can I run to the store with you? Or Dad, can I go to Michigan with you? That's how I ask for quality time.
But and a lot of times it doesn't work out. Right? I mean, we're going 100 miles an hour in our life, and you might ask, "Hey, Dad, I'd like to go up to the store with you. I'd like to do something. If you're doing anything in the near future, I'd like to go with you." And I'll be like, "Okay, I'm kind of busy the next couple of days." You don't get mad about it. You don't get upset. Okay, somebody's just like, "Dad is awfully not filling my love tank," and I'm just angry. You just know that there's life going on too. However, we've always encouraged you. Mom and I both always encourage you. So remind us again. Next time I'm going to remind us again, because we got a lot happening in our life. So. I want to make that point that, man, it means, I don't know, there's just so much peace within our house where even as parents, I feel, where I know that our kids are going to be okay asking us when they're getting a little bit empty, because it takes pressure off of me, because sometimes with all of the different things we have going on in our life, multiple businesses, all the different kinds of things and sports and church activities, whatever, that we can get so busy we can forget. But we all need to be able to have permission to be able to say something.
And what's really cool is how they recognize it for each other and will come to us. I can't tell you how many times, one of the kids have come to me and been like, "Hey, Mom, I know there's a lot going on this week, but I've noticed that, Bella could use some one-on-one time with you, Mom." Awesome. Or, Chrissy has been working really hard in this, and this. I know she'd love to hear from you and Dad that she's doing a good job. Or, "Hey, Mom, I know that Abby really could use a walk. She's just been really needing somebody to chat with. And so I can really tell that she needs that." So I like how they look out for each other too, and bring it to our attention so that we aren't the only ones trying to navigate it all the time.
Yeah. Do you ever feel empty a little bit in your love tank and you need to try to ask for more?
Yeah, sometimes if my love tank is empty, I kind of try to I don't know, try to find it somehow, but then I'm like, I just need to ask. So I've really learned to ask, and like whether I need physical touch, I start just grabbing their hand. I'm like, or I need a hug, or I'm like, Mom, can we go on a walk soon together, you know? And it's just like knowing that they now know. So now it can start kind of making me feel better that I know we're going to go soon to fill my love tank.
You know, how easy is it in today's world where there's just so much media being put into our minds with movies and programs that all have these like big romantic type stories, and this person just totally gets this other person, you know, or this person just automatically knows what the other person needs, and that's true love, quote unquote. But it's all just a movie. You know, the reality is we got to be able to be open and communicate with each other because we don't always understand. And it's just part of maturity in relationships, I think, because otherwise you're trying to have this like fairy tale that may not even be true. And so I'm very proud of you guys. You guys did a great job today. You'll be on this podcast a lot of different times. And one day in the future, you'll be listening to it when you have kids, and you'll be like, oh, listen to my voice. It sounded a little bit different. It sounded younger, you know, et cetera. But we're very proud of you guys. We love you guys. I will say last thing, point for everybody out there. You know, you can tell that our kids understand this topic pretty well, but that didn't just happen after one conversation. We have reinforced this topic over and over. We've had them be part of times when we're teaching it. We really try to explain what we're doing and why. And now they're at a point where they know it so well that they could probably teach it themselves, which is pretty awesome. So anything else, hon?
I was literally just taking notes on it. Good stuff. Nope, that's it. I know that that this is such a special topic for a family unit.
Yeah.
You know, for us personally, it has just really allowed us to be closer than ever and really express our loves in the way we feel most loved.
And next episode, we're going to bring in our youngest three.
Yes,
We're gonna
our
have
next guest.
Bruce,
Greg
Ellie, and
spoiled it,
Hunter.
but we have more guest speakers coming.
See you next time. Hey everyone, thanks for listening and thanks for your love and support. We hope that today's episode added tremendous value to you and your family. It would mean so much to us if you would partner with us on our mission of helping parents around the globe raise champion children in this crazy world.
To do so, simply take a moment to like and share this podcast with everyone in your network. And we have great news. You get more of us. You can expect new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. So be sure to consistently tune in with us and enjoy our show. See you next time.